Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we have a brand new event quest and event shop with brand new tokens to celebrate the continuation of the X-Men update. Now, these tokens are new. They're tokens that are a different angle, and they're 3 slashes across the middle, and they were actually data mined from the game files about a week ago or 5 days ago on Reddit. And I was going to make a video about it, but I'm glad that I didn't, because there was a lot of speculation that we were going to get another uniform or possibly another update to a character, because these are brand new tokens, but I guess they're just designing new tokens for just regular events. Now, this is not a regular event. It's regular in the sense that it's amazing because you get 500 tokens, you get 50 tokens per day for 10 days, and then the rewards are fantastic. They're rank up tickets, Tier 3 materials, Tier 2 X-Men materials, uniform materials, gold, energy, and then of course X-Genes. So there's a lot of goodies here, and as part of the course with token events, there are also token packs that you can purchase. Now, offhand, I usually say that the cheaper quest packs are better than the more expensive ones, not only because they're cheaper, but also because you generally don't need that many extra tokens, especially when you're getting 500. But I do want to talk about the rewards, because I still see a lot of people, I see a lot of people happy that we're getting X-Gene selectors as rewards, and you can pick up a 300 X-Gene selector for 500 tokens. So they're giving away, either a 6-star rank up ticket and a 4-star rank up ticket and something extra, or a 300 gene selector, or a 200 gene selector and a 4-star rank up ticket, let's say, or whatever combination you want. However, speaking specifically about the X-Gene selectors, I want to ask you guys this question. Who are you actually going to use the X-Gene selectors on? And now, I don't mean to patronize the free-to-play players who don't have access to X-Gene selectors, but it used to be suggested a lot. Before Shadowland got reworked, people would say, rework Shadowland and rework the rewards to give X-Gene selectors. And I never really championed that idea too much. I never really, repeated it. But now that I think more about it, it makes less and less sense. So if we look at the first line of characters, the only non-farmable one at the top there is X23. Okay? We go to the second line of characters. Again, there's only one non-farmable character, and it's Nightcrawler. Okay, so out of 11 different characters that you can choose, 9 of them are farmable. And 3 of them are extremely farmable because they come from dimension rifts, and arguably those 3 are the best characters. No joke, those are probably the best characters here, especially when you don't consider a uniform. Now, if you consider uniforms in all rank ups, then you may think that X23 is among the best characters here, and I wouldn't disagree with you. She is among the best characters there, but you can get X23's BIOS from the lab, from the processor. It's not great, but why would you waste tokens when you could get Tier 3 materials, CCF, or you could get a 6-star rank up ticket and a 4-star rank up ticket to get 300 biometrics of X23. Let me break it down for you this way, guys. X23 is not going to help your roster, okay? She's not as amazing as Wolverine. She's not even close. The only reason you would get these X-Gene selectors is if you're dying to have one of those 2 characters, X23 or Nightcrawler, and you're just in love with those characters. But if you're in love with them, then you'd probably just purchase a mega rank up ticket and use it on them at 1 star to get them automatically to 6 stars, and then you might even go ahead and throw down 4,000 crystals to get a mega tier 2 ticket, or you might have used the mega tier 2 ticket from the last event to immediately get them to tier 2. But either way, I honestly think that a lot of people have overvalued the value of an X-Gene selector just because it's not available in the game, just because it's only available, well, until now, it's only available through purchasing real money transactions. I just want to put that out there as a mini PSA. Don't just buy the X-Gene selector because you've never had one before. Not every drink at the bar is actually tasty, so you don't have to order all of them once in your life to find out what they taste like. Scotch, turns out, to me, tastes like piss. So I really don't want to try any other variations of Scotch, and I'll die satisfied not knowing what they taste like. You probably don't need to know what Nightcrawler tastes like because it's a mix of regret and disappointment. X23, a little bit better, but seriously, all these characters are farmable. Anyways, moving on to the rest of the rewards, I think they're fantastic. For those of you that complain, I don't have enough rank-up tickets, here you go. For those of you that ask Cynicalex, how do you have so many rank-up tickets? Here you go. I don't know if I'm going to be getting rank up tickets per se, but I'm considering it because I recently got to VIP 17 by purchasing the XMen relay, and so I was able to pick up a lot of additional tier 3 materials. I want to give you guys just that small update because I know I don't talk too much about how much I spend on this game or how regularly I spend, but I do want to be transparent with you guys. I did hit last night VIP 17. Now, of course, all of the purchases I make in this game are purchased to continue funding the channel, to continue bringing you guys the best content and the fastest content as soon as possible. So, you know, although on the one hand, although I do enjoy all of the new toys that I get to play with, I'm also doing it because it continues the channel and it continues my main source of income, my main source of revenue, because this is my job, and it's also my favorite hobby, and it's also pretty much my favorite pastime to make videos for you guys. So yeah, it kind of just all feeds into itself. But with that being said, I don't think you could go wrong at all. Although I do have a strong warning against the exchange selectors, I don't think you could go wrong with any of these choices from here on out. It would be nice if the CCF was a little bit higher. It's only 100 now instead of 150, but I believe the 151 cost 600 tokens back then. We have the Dimension Dust, which is actually Essence of Dimension, I believe. They've renamed it in the Materials tab, so you will, you might be confused, but yeah, this is Essence of Dimension. Those are also pretty good. And then the feathers in the Omicron crystals, I originally thought were good, but they're not. Because technically, for the 10 days, you only get 500 feathers. You can farm about 300 feathers in a day once you have all the deluxe packs. So I would actually steer clear of the tier 2 XMen materials. The uniform upgrade kits, as always, are good. For 250 tokens, you can pick up 400 uniform upgrade kits. That's really going to be helpful, especially for Jean Grey because she costs so much more. I'm at the heroic to legendary upgrade, and it's going to cost me almost 250 UUK. So that right there is a huge drain on my resources. And then pretty much everything after that is probably skippable. You don't really need to grind out the XP chips. I mean, you can grind out the XP chips rather than purchasing them, and the energy and the gold I would stay away from. As far as, you know, a combination of things to get if you were going to get some of the token packs, again, I do think that the Quest Pack number 1 is better, generally speaking, but I am converting this from US to Canadian, so if you are in the US, this might seem a little bit more of a tough call in terms of getting this one versus getting this one, but you also have to consider that you're getting more XGene and Mcron shards, which you might not need. So generally, I do prefer this one. It's a lower price point. You still get a competitive amount of crystals, and then you get those 350 tokens. If you were to purchase that once, you'd end up with 850 tokens. That would be enough to snag all of the tickets and have some left over. It would also be enough to get almost both of the tier 3 materials, the Essence and the Titan component packs, so you could consider that as well. The Cosmic Cube fragments, it's only 200 if you got both. If you had 800 tokens, which you would if you bought it once, and you have 50 left over, which is not bad, but it depends on how desperate you are for Cosmic Cube fragments. But technically, this is the biggest bottleneck in the game, CCF. For some people, this is also a pretty big bottleneck because of the imbalance between the two when you're spending on gearing up characters and then tier 3ing them. So I know some players will want to pick up the 10 component packs no matter what. But otherwise, I'm curious what you guys are going to do. I honestly don't know. I had the same problem with the last token event where we were purchasing the there was the uniform tickets and other things like that and tier 3 materials. I just wasn't sure, but I'm glad to see ongoing events. There's pretty much an event every week in Marvel Future Fight at this point, which is absolutely amazing. We're also having more events coming later on, so stay tuned for that. We are having, if you look over here, we have the Phoenix Platinum box to celebrate the update. We have the ranking event for Jean Grey, which obviously none of us are going to win because we're not, you know, super whales. We also have a 50% ISO 8 discount coming. I know my free-to-play account is going to dive on that one. It should be live, I believe, tomorrow. So just wait until... No, not tomorrow. Oh, it's so far away. It's like a week away almost. Well, it's like 5 days away, so you're just going to have to hold on for a lot longer than that. And then they're also going to be giving away ISOs again next week in about 5 to 6 days. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think is coming next for Marvel Future Fight. Is it Far From Home or is it something else? I honestly have no idea. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you're going to be getting from the Event Quest shop. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.